Hey riders, Eric Lange with Ride Adventures here. If you have some adventure motorcycle training coming up, I want to talk through some simple reminders and things you should do to get prepared for that training to make sure that you get the most out of your experience. So let's get into character. So the first thing to do to make sure you're ready for your training is to make sure this is not a transition directly from the couch to your training session. Meaning, if you're not regularly exercising, if you're not regularly staying in good physical shape, get into it. Do some yoga, do some running, do some stretching, some weight training. Do something to make sure you are ready for these training weekends like the ones that we run, because riders often don't make it through even sometimes a simple 2-day training. It can be an exhausting experience. There's a lot of mental fatigue that comes on with processing all the information that we're giving you. And so again, do something for physical fitness, get your metabolism going, eat right, get yourself in shape, and get ready for your training ahead. And along those lines, somewhat similarly, take the moment, take the time to figure out exactly what your most efficient way of getting on and off your bike is. You know, there could be the scissor kick up over the seat. There can be the rearward scissor kick where you throw your leg up over the back. Figure out between your physique and your bike and how you fit on it, what is the best way to be getting on and off your bike, because it's an incredible energy suck for something that you're going to probably be doing a lot during your training that's coming up. Another one to keep in mind, especially for you folks who have just bought your bike and probably aren't familiar with all the menu systems and stuff yet, make sure you understand the menu systems if you have them on your motorcycle, how to turn on and off your ABS and your traction control. Know what the different sensitivities are between the different settings, enduro mode and road mode, and know where you are, and so you quickly get in and out of those systems, because you're probably going to be changing them a lot throughout your training experience. Similarly, along those lines, know the condition of your battery before you head into your training experience. Training is a lot of on and off of your bike, and not a lot of riding necessarily, especially maybe for the first part of the training. So if your battery is 4 or 5 years old, if you've never swapped it out before, have it tested, or just go ahead and change it out on your own right away, because you could quickly end up with a dead battery during your training. Another easy mistake could actually be a bunch of mistakes in your riding gear. Okay, look at the weather forecast, know where it is that you're going for training, understand what those temperatures could be. And just because you bought recently one of the biggest and best and most expensive riding jackets doesn't mean that's going to be appropriate for riding that weekend. There are options for hot weather situations. We've covered this in other videos where I talk about the gear that I depend on as a tour guide, or 9 riding gear mistakes that we've made in other videos. But again, come fully protected for your training. That can easily make sure that you make it through the weekend instead of in the hospital. But also think about the temperature. How hot is it going to be, and what gear should you be riding to stay protected but not from overheating? Okay, so you paid for motorcycle training, you want to make sure you get the most out of the experience. Make sure you go into that experience with an open mind for learning. It's easy to let our egos get in the way and think that maybe, oh, I know more than what they're saying, or I do it already the right way. Even though you paid for the experience and you're trying to get the most out of it, remember to come into these training sessions with an open mind. Eyes and ears, listening to what we're talking about. Our interest is the same as yours. We want to make sure you're coming through this the best, safest, most capable rider you can be. So sometimes it's just about making sure you're entering the situation with an open, absorbing mind. And one last thought, if you haven't done this already and paid particular attention to your levers, know that a lot of our training starts with that fundamentals, especially if it's an intro level course. We want to make sure you understand the connection between yourself and the ground through those levers, through that clutch lever and through that brake lever. Pay a little more attention as you're going into your training weekend to make sure you're thinking about exactly what that means when you pull in either or let out either, because we're going to be talking about that to start at least our intro level training courses. And so anyway, just some quick ideas. We want to make sure you get the most out of your training with whomever or wherever it might be. We want to make the best, safest, most capable riders out of you, so we have more people to ride with and more people to have fun with. So thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.